each year is a new opportunity, and certainly this game means a ton to both sides. And really, if you look back at the history of it, both schools have had their runs. And great thing about sports is it's what are you doing today, and this group knows that, and it's all about this year 2 teams, and you got to go play the game to earn the right to either keep the axe or get the axe. I think that's one of the great things about being able to play college football, and for our players to be a part of such a long, storied rivalry game. That's a really cool thing, and we were fortunate the years that I was around Hubes because he knew both sides so well, and yet we are fortunate. We've got a number of guys on this team that can pass on what it means, and certainly coaches and people in it that you want to make sure that you remind the ones that have played, but it's for the ones that haven't to understand the magnitude of this game. No, I think you treat each week. You want to, there's different reasons for when Wisconsin plays Minnesota, but you want to prepare not the same way, because each week you want to find a way that you can do a better job of preparing yourself. But I think the preparation, you want to be consistent, and that's the best preparation you can give, knowing that it's specific on the opponent, on what you're facing, and yet a lot of preparation are the things you can control and go about it. Oh, Cheekway's he's very important to this team, and I think that each week you see a little bit more comfort out of him and getting back into playing, but no question he's a significant contributor to this team, not just our defense, not just the D-line. Well, I think that he's a good football coach. They've got good schemes, and I think they've got you can see him playing with great energy, and so a lot of respect for what they're doing schematically, offensive, defensively, special teams, and we know that they're going to be at their best, and we've got to bring our best. This is a big game for everyone involved, and we're in the locker room after last week's game, and how we finished it was about this game, and guys that have played in it, they know and respect this rivalry, and then you watch the tape, and it's got all of our attention. I thought he's continuing to grow at the position. I thought he was really good in a lot of it last game, and we're going to be tested. I think Minnesota does a really nice job of pressuring the quarterback, and so we've got to build on that. And yet it's a different team, right? But I think he's been good. No, TJ's been playing at in my opinion, a really high level, and I think that he's put on a little bit on his shoulders of being a leader on this defense, and vocal when he needs to be, but most of all in his play. And I thought he and Ryan played really well, and are playing really good football, and they're seeing the game, and they're trusting it, and they're playing fast, and I think he's been a huge part of the success that our defense has had, and that's what's fun. This week we get to be tested a little bit different. I think he's handled it really well, and you appreciate the way individuals kind of go through whatever processes, whatever way steps they got to do to get to the point where they're playing and contributing. And I think that he's a really neat person, and likes playing. And when he goes, when it's time to practice, he's going to practice. When it's time to play, he's going to play. And he's young, and yet he's doing all the things that you ask, and that's fun to be around. It's fun to see his growth, and there's a lot of more ahead of him.